Yo, what up, guys? This is your boy Kofi, and I'm with my co-host Chuck Full Damage Miller, and welcome to KO Sports Hangout. Well, KO Sports Talk, where we're going to be
hmm
talking about Week 4 pick'ems. And yeah, guys, a lot of stuff happened in Week 3. It was a lot of crazy stuff that happened in Week 3. To the block field goals, with the New York Jets returning a block field goal for a touchdown, and then the Eagles returning a touchdown to win the game against the Rams. I mean, and then the
Man,
Detroit,
it was so many blocked field goals
so many
Sunday.
block field goals. Oh
Oh
yeah,
my
and the
God.
Packers too. The Packers too. They had a block field goal too, and
hmm
Cleveland won that game. So yeah, it was a lot of block field goals, man, and a lot of upsets too. Carolina literally shut out the Atlanta Falcons. I didn't expect that at
hmm
all. A lot of crazy stuff happened. Detroit Lions uh, dominating Baltimore Ravens. Everybody had a lot of people had the Baltimore Ravens winning, but Detroit Lions surprised everybody and completely dominated the Ravens. And so
Obliterated them.
yeah, the score was did not indicate what actually happened. It was actually 38-24, but it
Yeah.
is what it is.
hmm
But week 4, man, week 4 is it's a new week upon us. It's week 4, and we're going to be going over our week 4 pick'ems. And yeah, it's a whole lot to be discussed. And first game of the week, we got the Seattle Seahawks versus the Arizona Cardinals. This is going to be on Thursday, September 25th on
So can
Prime.
you enlarge that a little bit, brother? Can you
Yeah,
enlarge
yeah,
it a
yeah.
little bit?
On Prime
Okay,
Video.
perfect. Perfect.
And
That's good.
Seattle is favored by 1.5 so far. So Chuck, who do you have going to win this game? And who do you have covering?
Uh, it's a low budget barn burner here. And I'm being facetious when I say that. First off, let me say welcome out there, KO Sports Talk Land. Those of you all that's here coming, that's checking us out. I need you guys to jump into the live chat and comment and do some and give us some subscribes. If it's your first time being here, welcome to the channel. What's up, Cole? Man, we see you out there. If you got any friends that's interested, that maybe you think they might be intrigued to watch us, tell them to tune in. Send them the link. Send them the link. This first one, bro, is it's really a bore of a game to me, man. I see two middling teams here going at it. Um, Honestly, I like Seattle in this game only for one reason. I like the Seattle Seahawks defense right now, bro. I think they're a pretty stingy defense. They're not giving up a lot. And they're buying some time. I feel like for Sam Darnold to get his sea legs under him over there, bro, before they can start rolling. I've never been too high on Arizona, just for the simple fact I think Kyler Murray is an underachiever in his career, bro. He doesn't live up to the hype. Um, I don't know if that's got anything to still do with Call of Duty or what, but he's not living up to the hype, bro.
Mm-mm.
And Marvin Harrison Jr. has been underwhelming too. They got
Yeah,
they got a lot of weapons over there that they don't maximize, bro. So
they're not
I
utilizing
think
them. Yeah,
I think it's gonna be a low scoring game. I would take it. I would take the under on the 43 and a half. Give me Seattle back to 15-13, something like
yeah, I definitely agree. I think this is definitely going to be an under game. I think, um, yeah, man, Seattle's definitely trying to get their feet wet, with the offense. And I think Sam Darnold's definitely trying to
that.
get,
Mm-hmm.
his feet wet. And Arizona, I don't know what's going on with Arizona, but like Marvin Harrison Jr., he has been having an underwhelming season so far.
Mm-hmm.
And Kyler Murray, I don't know what's going on with that guy. He at times it's like he's just a hot and cold type of player. One
Yeah.
one one minute it's like he has a really great game, and another minute it's like he plays like a bus, man. And that contract
Mm-hmm.
is not looking great so far. I know they gave him that big contract, but it's just like Kyler Murray has just kind of been just been teetering, man. Like he's just been a he just hasn't been the same type of player he was, his first
Yeah.
couple of years in this, in the league, man. It's like he's just been reeling. But I don't know
Mm-hmm.
what's going on with this guy. But yeah, I have this a low scoring game, like a 17-15 type of game. I think this is going to be a defensive battle. I mean, of course, these are two divisional matchups. So, when it comes to these types of divisional matchups, it's always close. Like what happened last
Mm-hmm.
week with Arizona and San Francisco. I think this is going to be similar type of game.
Mm-hmm.
I have it being the under. I don't have it being over, but I have Seattle winning this game. I just think Seattle overall is just a better team so far. They got a
Yeah.
better roster, so I'm going to give it to Seattle to win 17-15.
One
Um,
thing of note I will point out in this game
go
is
ahead.
a little nugget for Arizona fans. Do you know the last two games that Arizona has played? Calais Campbell, of all people, has come up with big sacks in big moments. I thought that was funny. Calais Campbell's like 85 years old, y'all.
That man is
But
like
this
40
guy,
years old. I'm like, come on, dude.
yeah, he's still out here
He's on the
doing his
brink of
thing.
getting
Bro.
the
I mean,
AARP, bro.
but
He's on the
he's
brink of
still
getting
doing
that
his thing,
AARP.
though, bro. Kobe, man, still doing his thing.
Yeah, man. That's
Ah,
impressive, man.
thought that was funny.
Impressive.
Yeah, that was impressive, bro. That's
That's
impressive.
impressive, man. It's really impressive.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Okay, so Sunday matchups we got. Oh, this is going to be a great matchup. Minnesota at Pittsburgh. This is going to be a international game. This is going to be in Ireland. Minnesota is favored by 2.5 points. The over under is 40.5 points.
Mm.
Um, this is interesting. Um,
What's
because
interesting about it, Kobe? I like to hear it.
it's like you got Minnesota who has a great defense, and I don't know if JJ McCarthy is going to play this game. But I know last week Minnesota had a shoot, not a shootout. They blew out the Cincinnati Bengals 48-10. And Carson Wentz, he had a decent game. He was a pretty decent game
Mm-hmm.
against uh, the Cincinnati Bengals. I was pretty much just a defense all over. And you got Pittsburgh, with Aaron Rodgers, 40-year-old Aaron Rodgers, still doing his thing. Aaron Rodgers, but he's not the same player who he was like when he was younger. But I mean, you got Pittsburgh, who's a great team so far, and they're coming off of a win against the New England Patriots. And so I think this is an interesting matchup. This is another defensive battle, but I don't know. But something in me is telling me this might be somewhat of a little bit of a high scoring game. I don't know what it is, but something is just telling me about it. Um, I think Kevin O'Connell is going to do something. I don't know because he has that little magic with in terms of like quarterbacks, or whatever,
Mm-hmm.
And I think Carson Wentz is going to have a couple touchdowns. He's going to pass for at least 200 plus yards. I think this is going to be a little bit of a high scoring game
Mm.
for this game, and but I'm going to have who am I going to have winning? That's tough. Man. This is a coin flip. This is a coin flip. It could be either team because these are two good teams.
Hmm. You think so?
Yeah, I do. I mean, Pittsburgh's still Pittsburgh. Minnesota, they got a good defense. I'm gonna give it to Minnesota. I'm gonna let Minnesota win this game. I don't know what it is, but I think Kevin O'Connell's gonna find some type of way to beat the Pittsburgh Steelers. I just think just the way Kevin O'Connell and Brian Flores, just the way he's running like these types of exotic defenses. I mean, just the way he confused what he did with Cincinnati. I mean, he put on a masterclass against Cincinnati. And
Mm-hmm.
don't get me wrong, I'm not underrating Pittsburgh, but I think Brian Flores is a little bit familiar with Aaron Rodgers and what he does and his tendencies. So I think maybe he's going to try to confuse Aaron Rodgers a little bit and slow him down to win the game. But I think it's going to be a little bit of a high scoring game. But I have Minnesota winning 28-24.
So let me get this straight. You got Kevin O'Connell outsmarting uh, 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 um, God, I'm drawing a blank. You got Kevin O'Connell outsmarting the Steelers head coach. What's his name, bro? I'm drawing a blank.
Oh, I'm hold on.
God dog it. You got Kevin O'Connell
Yeah, I know what
outsmarting.
you're talking about. Damn it. Now I'm having a brain fart.
Oh my God. Okay. That went
Oh,
left.
Mike Tomlin.
Thank you, Jewel. Thank you.
Mike Tomlin.
You got Kevin O'Connell outsmarting Mike Tomlin in a chess match of who's gonna win this game. You've got Carson Wentz outplaying Aaron Rodgers. I know he old, he decrepit, but old Grady, the old gray mare, he still can read defenses. He still can make plays with his arm,
Yes.
bro.
This is gonna be an upset.
I don't see how Minnesota wins this game.
I kind of figured y'all were gonna say that.
Yeah, I just don't see it, bro. I don't see it. How does Kevin O'Connell outsmart Mike Tomlin first? That's what I'm first lost.
Sam Darnold. Sam Darnold was really didn't do anything up until that career. So I mean, like Carson Wentz, he played like at one point Carson Wentz was playing at an MVP level, and so I think somewhat he's gonna get Carson Wentz to go back to play at a little bit of an MVP level, the way he did with Philadelphia.
So let me help you out here a little bit, bro. Minnesota beat up on a garbage team last week, bro.
Cincinnati's not a garbage team.
Without Joe Burrow, they are garbage, bro. They had Mike Browning served as their quarterback, bro. This dude was giving up big sixes. Yeah, Jake Browning. There you go. Jake Browning served. Jake, whatever his name is. Yeah, this dude out there feeding the defense touchdown.
I knew you guys were going to roast me in the chat, bro. I knew y'all were going to roast me. What up, Jewel, bro? I haven't seen you in a while, dude.
Yeah, it's been a minute, dude. Aaron Rodgers, even at his age, but say Aaron Rodgers, even at his age, is better than like 20 QBs in the league right now. I don't know, Jewel. That's questionable. But he can beat Minnesota. I'm going to tell you that, bro. He can beat Minnesota. The Bengals without Joe Cool are mid at best. They ain't even mid. They like bottom cellar dwellers, Jewel. Not going to tell you no lie. I don't see it, and I'm not a beat him out.
They do got a terrible defense. I give you that. Their defense is horrible, man.
And all Minnesota has is a defense to speak of right now, bro. A little bit of Jordan Mason mixed in, but just defense, bro. They don't have anybody that can reach Justin Jefferson, bro. And with Jalen Ramsey and Joy Porter Jr. and them running around out there, and Carson Wentz making the decisions, bro, I think this is a Steelers win waiting to happen. Now, do I think Minnesota will put up a fight? Absolutely. Minnesota is going to fight. They're going to be in every game. They're going to give themselves a chance to win. But
I just don't like Aaron Rodgers. I hate him.
Yeah, but all of these, but all of them Jake Browning served pick sixes and turnovers that was happening in the game, that's not going to happen with Aaron Rodgers, bro. He's not going to throw that many picks out here, bro. And that being said, Pittsburgh will have just enough in the tank, I think, to win this game 21-17, bro. I'm going Pittsburgh.
Okay. Next game, we got the Washington Commanders versus the Atlanta Falcons. Washington is favored by 1.5 points. The over-under is 44.5. Who do you have winning this game?
This is the Jaden Daniels watch for me, bro. I got to see, if he's coming back. I know he's questionable because of the injury he sustained in the Packers game. But I don't know, bro. I don't know. This is a tough call. Right now, Atlanta doesn't have a QB to speak of right now. And for whatever reason, the QB that they got on the bench, they paying $100 million.
God,
yeah,
man.
but Michael Penix. I mean, I don't even fault Michael Penix, to be honest with you. He hasn't had a chance to develop over there, bro. They threw him in, like 6 or 7 games into the season. and Kirk
They
Cousins,
gave him a Justin Fields treatment.
yeah, and Kirk Cousins, I know Kirk Cousins isn't the world's greatest beating quarterback out here. But bro, Kirk Cousins can still play this game. Is he gonna have some hiccups? He's gonna have some really bad games, really bad moments? Yes. But Kirk Cousins can find receivers. He can throw the ball. He can play this game, bro.
Yeah,
you don't get all these $100 million contracts that he get, and he doesn't be able to play. I think they need to put Kirk Cousins out there and give Michael Penix some time to develop. I think Michael Penix has the ability to be a great passer, but right now he's got to learn how to read defense.
He's still raw.
Yeah, bro, he's too raw, too rough around the edges right now. So to me, I think Washington still wins this game, even though I think Atlanta's got enough talent to stay in the fight. I just don't think they have enough quarterback play right now. And until they go back to Kirk Cousins, I don't really see how they're going to win games. Even with Marcus Mariota, if he starts over there with Washington. Give me Washington in this game, bro.
Yeah, I pick Washington, but I'm going to have the over. I have them winning. I'm going to have them over 7.5. I think Washington, regardless of the QB, their offense.
That's a big number.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Regardless of the QB, Marcus Mariota knows how to run Cliff Kingsbury's offense. Even if Jaden Daniels still not there, he did really well. Against the Raiders. Raiders are a decent team, and I think they're somewhat of the same level of what Atlanta is. So I don't think this is really going to change. I'm going to have Washington win this game. I'm going to have them going over 7.5. I think Washington's going to take this game easily.
Yeah.
No offense.
Definitely got to win it.
But yeah, like you said, Michael Penix is just way too raw. He needs development. You saw what happened against the Panthers. Panthers freaking shut them out. They didn't score a single point, man. I'm like, what the heck? Not a single point.
And a little golden nugget here for you fellas out there that's looking at this. The Panthers shut Atlanta out. You're absolutely right. This is the same Atlanta Falcons team, though, that just went up in Minnesota and put the kibosh on everything Minnesota was trying to do, but nothing but a run game. They shut them down, bro. They shut him down with JJ McCarthy, or whatever you want to call him. Put him out there, bro. Yeah. So, before we toot the horn, so to speak, of Minnesota's great defense and, this outstanding work they did against the I want to call them the Cleveland Bengals so bad, but I'm not going to disrespect them. Cincinnati Bengals. Yeah. I don't want to disrespect them because when Joe Cool, there's some respect on that name over there, man. Yeah, but the Cincinnati Bengals. Before we give them all this praise.
The Browns, man, at least they have a better defense than the Bengals.
Yeah, they do. Whole lot of teams got a better defense than the Bengals. Cincinnati, but that being said,
complete garbage.
That being said, I don't really see, how Minnesota, comes back and does that again. They're not going to do that against Pittsburgh. Washington is going to destroy Atlanta. Atlanta is garbage in there. And we just need to move on from these games because these games are terrible.
All right. Next game, we got New Orleans Saints versus Buffalo. Really, do we really need to talk about this?
Yeah. I only got one thing that I want to talk about this, Coach. I want to see
get blasted. That's what's going to happen.
I just want to see Josh Allen just take one game a season and pepper his receivers. Let's just spoil them a little bit. Let them get some numbers. This is a get right, a get healthy type of game to me for like his receiving core. Let Keon Coleman get his sea legs all the way under him. Keep Khalil Shaquille, keep him fed, with the ball. Let's see Joshua Palmer get off. Come on, bro. Throw to some of these dudes. I know that Josh Allen he's fantasy glory, but he's really all about winning, bro. Really all about winning. But in a game where you're 17.5, 17-point favorites, come on, bro. Spread the wealth around.
I'm winning by at least 20 points. This is not even going to be New Orleans. Who's their quarterback? Is it Tyler Shook, Spencer Rattler?
Spencer Rattler. Spencer Ryan. He's actually been playing okay, Kof. He's not been bad, bro.
Just not good enough to beat the Bills, that's for sure.
Nah. It's not too many teams good enough.
I got Buffalo winning.
Of
Next
course.
game. Cleveland versus Detroit. Detroit is favored by 8.5 points.
It's a big number.
That's something.
Yeah.
I'm going to have this being a little bit closer than what people think. Actually, I think people are really underrating Cleveland's defense. Like I said, I think Cleveland's defense is really, really good, and I think this is going to be a lot closer than what people think. I mean, look at what they did with Green Bay. I mean, Green Bay is a solid team right there, and they're able to kind of keep it close with Cleveland. I do have Detroit winning this game because I think they're going to be running the ball a lot this game. I don't think they're going to allow Jared Goff to just, air it out that way because they got some good secondary players that are going to they're going to somewhat, slow down their passing offense. But I think this game Detroit is going to rely heavily on the running attack because I mean, that's mostly what they do. That's their bread and butter is the running game. But I think this is going to be a little bit closer than what people expect. But I do have Detroit winning this game. I'm not going to have them scoring 30 points, but I'm going to have them scoring at least 27 points. It's going to be like a 27-17 type of game. 27-17. I don't have them scoring 30 points, but I think they're going to be Cleveland. The first half is going to slow the team down, but I think more so Detroit's going to rely more heavily on the run game. They're going to establish the run game and kind of rely more on the run game more heavily. And I think it's going to, at some point, it's going to slow down Cleveland's defense. It's going to at least, slow them down. And Detroit's going to able to kind of take advantage of that and win toward the end. So I'm going to have them winning 27-17.
Coach, do me a favor. Go and put Jules' last comment up here on the screen. I thought this was interesting, bro. Jules said, I think that the Detroit and Cleveland game will be close, but I have my Lions winning by 30-27. Y'all got the Cleveland Browns scoring a lot of points for a team that don't have no offense to speak of. What? I mean, wow, how many turnovers y'all expected Jared Goff to give up? God, 30-27, Jewel. That's a lot of points, bro. That's a lot of points. And even your 17 for me for Cleveland, Coach, that's a lot of points, bro. I just saw Cleveland struggle against the Green Bay Packers, bro, to even muster 10 points. And they didn't get that until the tail end of the game, bro. So until they bench Joe Flacco and quit playing in their pants with Shedeur Sanders and put that kid out there, I just don't really see how they're going to score points. Now, the defense is a must. Cleveland, going into last week, they had the Green Bay Packers defense listed as the number 2 defense in the NFL. Cleveland was number 1. This is the number 1 defense in the NFL. But that being said, people, I got this a blowout, bro. I got Detroit winning this game because it looks like Detroit's got their sea legs back under them. John Morton has figured out how to use the Ben Johnson playbook. You're welcome, Detroit. I appreciate you guys. Thank you very much for sending.
Thank you for giving us Ben Johnson.
Yes, sir. But it looks like John Morton figured out in this last game against the Ravens, which was a game, how to use that Ben Johnson playbook. And I just think Detroit is about to roll a little bit, bro. I don't see how Cleveland scores enough points to stay close in here. So I got Detroit anywhere from 24-7 to like 31-7. I'm gonna say it's a 31-7
in favor of Detroit. Okay.
Yeah, I think a blowout is happening there.
Okay, next game we got Carolina versus New England. New England is favored by 5.5 points. Another defensive battle. I think this is going to be another defensive battle. Carolina, I mean, they got a pretty good defense. New England's got a pretty good defense. And I think this is going to be a really close game than what people expect. But then again, I wouldn't be surprised if I see Bryce Young have a breakout game this season. I think Bryce Young is
Don't
due
hold
for
your breath on that one. Okay.
and you know
He
what?
do,
F it.
boy.
I'm gonna say F it. I'm gonna have how you do it, Chuck?
Yeah, yeah.
My underdog. I'm gonna have this
It's
is
your
my
dog of the day,
first,
baby.
this is my underdog first pick of the week. I'm gonna have Carolina win this game. By 5. I'm gonna have them covering the 5. I'm gonna have this being Carolina winning.
Mm-hmm.
Winning this game. I'm gonna have them winning 30-24. Carolina.
Carolina Panthers winning this game 30-24.
This is gonna be Bryce
Usually,
Young's breakout game.
usually I would have some blowback at that, but Drake May has been underwhelming, bro. This dude is he really is performing poorly in my estimation, bro. I think Drake May, I don't know what's going on with this kid, man. Drake May, he's not making any sense to me these days, and so for that reason, I just it's a tough call. I just think I just think Carolina's court QB play is just way worse right now than New England's QB play.
Mhm.
Drake May is playing bad, but Bryce Young is playing worse to me. So to me, bro, I'm gonna give New England the edge in this game. I don't see anything on the Carolina on side that's being established, bro. I don't see them establishing the passing game with Ted McMillan, bro. I don't see them establishing the running game with Chuba Hubbard, bro. I don't know exactly what their defense is doing, if they're doing anything. Michael Penix made them look like world beaters, but that's an anomaly. New England, they got a lot of pieces in place, but Drake May is still looking green, like he's yet to figure it out. They got beastie running backs in their backfield with Ramondre Stevenson and Travion Henderson, and they're not using them
Who
properly.
I wanted Travion. I wanted
Yeah,
Travion Henderson.
yeah. It's just I don't know, bro. I don't know. This is the underwhelming bowl. I'm gonna call it this, the underwhelming bowl. But I will take New England in this game. I just think New England brings enough to the table to get this done, bro. That 5.5, I would take New England by the 5. I'm not going to give them the whole 5.5. Give me the half back.
Now, Chuck, I know this is off topic, but what do you think about Caleb Williams? Caleb Williams is looking like he's looking like the best quarterback out this 2024 draft, man.
Caleb Williams is not ever off topic, brother. Let's say that first. I love talking about Caleb Williams. Caleb Williams is looking outstanding. He's looking like he's starting to figure it out with the Ben Johnson offensive plays. It looks like Caleb looks like to me he can run anything you give him. You just got to give him a little time to get it under his belt. And Caleb's a quick study. I love what I'm seeing right now. I think the first game of the season, he just had an off game, bro. His accuracy was off. But that dude is, he's going to be lights out. And think about this, people. In the first 3 games, Caleb has 7 touchdown passes to only 1 interception. That is something to speak of. That's something to see. Come later on in the year, people. Keep your eye on that. Caleb does not turn this ball over, and that's what you want from your QB play, bro. That's what you want from your QB play. But I think he's outstanding. It's still early, but but I think we got something here with Caleb, bro. I think we got something.
All right, next game we got the Los Angeles Chargers versus New York. Chargers are favored by 6.5 points.
Mm-hmm.
This game, yeah, I'm gonna have the Chargers winning this game.
They're playing really good right now, man.
They're playing like
Chargers.
really good, man. They're playing really good. Jim Harbaugh has them playing at a high level.
Mm-hmm.
The quarterback Justin Herbert is playing at a MVP level.
Yeah, outstanding right now.
Outstanding MVP level. I mean, literally, Jim Harbaugh has him firing on all cylinders. And I think it's going to continue this week. New York I think is going to start Jackson Dart. I think they're benching Russell Wilson,
Mm-hmm.
and so they're going to have the rookie starting. So, and Jim Harbaugh, you know how he is with these rookies, and so I think he's going to confuse this rookie, and he's going to have his NFL coming to Jesus moment. This is going to be his
Mm.
coming to welcome to the NFL moment. And
Mm. You think so?
yeah, this game, yeah, he's going to have his welcome to the NFL moment. I think he's going to get sacked a couple times. They're going to have him rattled. And yeah, I'm going to have him covering the 6.5 points. I'm going to have the Los Angeles Chargers win this game. Um,
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to have. I'm going to think this is going to be a blowout.
Mm.
30 to no 31 to 14. 31-14.
Yeah, I
No,
think
31 to 10. 31 to 10. 31 to 10.
yeah,
It's going to be.
I think this definitely is the coming out party for the rookies in New York. I think it's Jackson Dart and Cam Scatterboo time, bro. I like what I saw from Cam Scatterboo. I'm not the biggest fan, people, of Cam Scatterboo because he's a little scat back to me. But that dude is tough as nails. He's physical. He doesn't mind the contact. Matter of fact, he relishes it, and he's just scrappy, bro. The dude just keeps it coming. But that being said, the Chargers are hitting on a whole nother level right now, bro. Keenan Allen's value to a passing game cannot be understated to me, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Keenan Allen was here last year. We got a chance to see up close and personal how invaluable his play from that slot position is to a passing game success. And we had a lot of good success within the passing game with Keenan Allen here, bro. The Chargers last year were abysmal in their passing game. Quentin Johnston, he couldn't catch a ball to save his life. This dude is lightning fast. He's lightning fast. And the only dude to speak up over that last year was Lad McConkey. You add Keenan Allen back to that mix, bro, and look at the difference a year and a player makes, man. You bring him back in that mix, and then all of a sudden now these dudes are on fire. Quentin Johnson can't drop a touchdown pass now. Getting at least one every game, bro. At least one every game. Sometimes two. And Keenan Allen, he anchors it, bro. He just anchors everything they're able to do. He balances that passing game so that you're not able to double team and triple team Thad McConkey and Quentin Johnson. Now you got to account for Keenan Allen in the middle of that, and Keenan is phenomenal, bro. He's made this passing game go again. He's made this passing game go again. That makes the Chargers extremely dangerous because they already got a nice running room, I think, with Marion Hampton, that rookie over there, and they got Najee Harris coming in behind him, bro. But that being said, 31-10, I think you're pretty accurate with that, bro. If the Giants muster 10 points, it's a miracle. Because that defense is hard hitting. The Chargers defense is hard hitting, bro. That's a hard hitting
Yeah,
defense, bro.
they are. They are. Next game, we got, this is going to be a great matchup. We got the Eagles versus Tampa Bay. Philly's favored by 3.5 points. Who do you got? I'm winning, Charles.
Oh, it's a playoff matchup here, bro. It's a playoff matchup. These two teams have battled it out before. There's a lot of points generally in their matchups. These games have fooled me before. So, they got the over-under at 43.5. I'm definitely taking the over in this. Philly's been eking out wins. Tampa Bay has also been last second. Baker Mayfield's been outstanding in last second drives, to eke out wins for them. I really don't know. This is a toss-up game to me, bro. But since they at home, say the Bucks own the Eagles, huh? You think so, Steve-O's? I hear you, man. Bucks own the Eagles. I'll take Tampa Bay in this game, bro. But this game could go either way. This game could go either way.
Yeah. This game definitely could go either way. Philadelphia kind of escaped with the win against the Los Angeles Rams. And Los Angeles Rams, they kind of exposed their secondary, literally like the Philadelphia Eagles secondary. So I could see Tampa Bay taking the playbook out of the Los Angeles Rams playbook and trying to expose their secondary. I think this is definitely gonna come down to time of possession, who can just control the ball a little bit longer. And that's essentially what's going to come down to,
Well, you know what? You know what, Kobe? Not to cut you off. Let me backpedal a little bit on this, because it just dawned on me.
Mhm.
Mike Evans is doubtful for this game, bro. And
Oh,
without
he's
Mike
doubtful.
Evans there, without Mike Evans there, and you already had the other receiver questionable. God, I'm drawing a blank. Maybe it's too early in the morning for me or something. But Chris Godwin, you already had Chris Godwin
Chris Godwin.
questionable, and Mike Evans doubtful. There's not going to be enough to go around, I don't think, in terms of being able to attack Philly.
But that rookie, Emeka Abuka, man, he's been playing really well, though.
Yeah, but
So I
he's
think
one
they're gonna lean
man, and
heavily on him.
he's one man going against a whole secondary, though, bro. It's just asking too much of him, man. I think he can have a great game. I really do. Dude has outstanding hands. He's a great route runner, excellent foot control, footwork, and everything. Just, he's one guy, and he's going against a whole secondary that just won a Super Bowl, bro. So
I'm
gonna
gonna go Philly.
Give me the Eagles by 3. Yeah, give me the Eagles by 3.
Philly. I'm gonna have Philly winning this game.
Yeah.
By at least 4 points, 3 or 4 points. Like you said, I mean, their secondary is pretty good, and if Mike Evans is not playing, that's definitely going to be a big ask for a rookie, to cover a Super Bowl winning defense. Yeah, so I'm going to have the Eagles win this game. I think this is definitely going to be a close game, but I'm going to have them winning 31-27. Eagles.
Speaking of MVP play, man, Baker Mayfield has been playing outstanding, bro.
Yeah, he's been playing out of his mind, man.
Yeah,
and
bro.
I know Cleveland is punching the air right now with their quarterback situation going on, aren't there? They shouldn't have got.
Man, they need to put Shedeur Sanders in there and get over it.
For real,
you
man.
Spend all that money on Deshaun Watson, he was a bust. Go on and put Shedeur in there.
Whatever allegations that he's going on,
stop playing with Paul. Go sit Joe Flacco down, man. It's over.
All right, next game we got Houston Texans versus the Tennessee Titans. The Houston Texans, man, they've been talk about the Texans, man. Like, if you want to talk about underwhelming, the Houston Texans have been super underwhelming this season. I don't know what's going on with CJ Stroud. CJ Stroud has been playing so underwhelmingly this season, and they've also been dealing with some injuries. Tank Dell, he's been dealing with some injuries, and I mean, they've been doing some injuries in their secondary as well. But Tennessee Titans, with their rookie quarterback, actually their rookie quarterback has been playing well. It's just their receivers, they've been dropping a lot of passes. Like, I think the quarterback, they got the quarterback of the future. They got a really great quarterback in Cam Ward. It's just the only thing is, man, his receivers got freaking like stone hands, bro. I'm like, I don't know what's going on with his receiving core, but they can't catch to save their own damn life, bro.
Well, Cam throws a lot of fastballs, bro. There's a lot of smoke coming off those passes, and I just think they're not used to a QB. QBs today don't really throw like that anymore. This is like John Elway type stuff, where you're throwing.
Yeah, he's got a rocket arm, bro. He's got
a rocket of an arm. Yeah. 85, 90, 95 mile an hour fastball.
He should be playing baseball. Like, Cam Ward should be playing baseball. He should be playing MLB.
but Houston's got to get used to that, bro. They got to help him. That receiver core's got to help him. I'm really surprised at Calvin Ridley, players like Calvin Ridley, bro. You should be able to help this kid, man.
Yeah, you should be
get your hands on the ball. Catch the ball. Because Cam
Catch
Ward
the
is
ball,
getting
bro.
the ball there. He's getting the ball there lightning fast, bro. The ball is getting there super quick. You just got to clamp down on it, man. Get in practice.
You need to catch it. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Catch it like this,
Right. Catch. Close those hands. Right. But eventually I think Tennessee's got to get right. Eventually. So, I want to raw dog them and say Tennessee finally gets off the snide and gets this victory. But I think the Texans just have too much in the tank as a whole on that team for Tennessee to overcome. Plus, the Texans need a win. CJ Stroud has just been trash, bro.
Yeah, he's not been playing well.
Yeah, bro. You got to call an ace and a spade, bro. Just been trash since his rookie year. T.O. from Real Street
Far
Sports
cry from
Talk.
his rookie year. Far cry.
T.O. from Real Street Sports Talk pointed out that he's missing his former offensive coordinator, Bobby Slowick. And there could be some truth to that, bro. Because Bobby Slowick is no longer there. He was the guy calling the offensive plays for him. And I don't know, man. I don't know what they got to do. They got to get another QB in there. I don't know what they got to do.
Or another offensive coordinator somewhat. Yeah, or another veteran QB to help the young QB.
I do think if Tennessee, if their receiving core learns how to catch it, maybe Cam needs to take a little bit of mustard off of those passes to help his guys out. Maybe he can do that to help him out a little bit. But if they start catching, man, I can see Tennessee, sneaking up in here. Matter of fact, let's go with it. I'm going with Tennessee in this, bro. Give me Tennessee as the dog. Give me Tennessee as the dog, bro.
Is it going to be a high scoring game?
No. Yeah. It's not enough. Not enough efficiency in either offense for this to be a high scoring game.
I agree.
I'm
going to have Houston winning. I mean, Houston definitely has to win this game. I just think I don't know if Tennessee has enough in the tank just to beat Houston. I think Houston still got a solid defense. They both got solid defense. I ain't going to lie. They both got good defenses. But I think
Tennessee is still raw.
They're still raw. Yeah, they're still
Flip.
raw.
I see you, Flip. Yeah, they still raw. Cam needs, they need to work on some of his mechanics, I really don't like that he's wrong-footed, bro, every time the ball is snapped to him. He got right foot forward and left foot back, and he's a right-handed quarterback, which means every time that ball comes to him, he got to shift his hips before he can start taking his drop, and I don't like that.
He has to work on his footwork. His footwork is not that great.
His talent is unquestioned, bro. The dude's
He's got a big arm, man. I mean, he got a rocket arm. I mean, that kid, literally, he has an MLB pitcher arm, bro. Like that kid could play for the MLB. He has the MLB pitcher arm. Seriously, he throws fastballs.
Yeah, I just don't know. I just don't know how Tennessee will be able to help him. That's my problem with what they're doing right now. How can y'all help him? Can you help him get better? Or is everybody just gonna let him linger, doing what he does, bro? I don't know, bro. I don't know. But that being said, give me Tennessee by 3. I think they win on the last second field goal. CJ Stroud letting everybody else win. They might as well win too.
Yeah. Next game. Oh, this is another great matchup. We got the Colts versus Los Angeles Rams.
I love this game. I love this game.
The Los Angeles Rams.
I love it.
3.5 point favorites. They have the 50 and a half. I think this is going to be another high scoring game. The Colts and Daniel Jones. Daniel Jones' career has been revived with the Colts. Now, granted, the New York Giants, they really haven't done any favors with Daniel Jones and the way they've been playing them. And in some way, Shane Steichen has somewhat have unlocked Daniel Jones and the way that he's been playing his game. And you see what's going on with Daniel Jones and the way he's been playing his game. He's able to deliver the ball, at will. You just see, and even when he's able to run the game, run the ball, you see that Daniel Jones is able to run the ball the right way. He's just utilizing Daniel Jones the right way, and you're seeing the fruit of the labor with the Indianapolis Colts, and then Los Angeles Rams. Of course, they're coming off of a loss against the Eagles. What's his name? Matthew Stafford is playing. I mean, it's still Matthew Stafford.
Fantastic. He's been a
fantastic player. You got Puka Nacua, and then you got Devontae Adams. Devontae Adams has been playing really well, with the Rams. So I think this is going to be a high-scoring game. I'm going to have it being in favor of the Rams. I'm going to have the Rams winning this game. I think this is going to be the first loss with the Indianapolis Colts. But I think this is going to be a high-scoring game. I'm going to have the Rams winning it by a field goal of 34-31. in favor of the Rams.
Yeah, I think the Rams defense they come up with timely plays, timely blitzes, timely stops. They don't get much in the way of turnovers from what I've seen, but I do think they make enough timely plays to throw Daniel Jones off the square. Daniel Jones has been playing lights out, bro. And I usually don't refer to him as Danny Dimes, which is what his nickname is. I refer to him as Danny Pennies, because usually he's
Danny
underwhelming. But
Dimes.
but you're right. They figured out something. They figured out something in Indianapolis, bro. And they got him going, bro. So yeah. I
Former
think this
number.
is going to be yeah. Give me 1 second, Cole.
Okay. Well, all I know is that I got um the Rams winning this game. Next game, we got the San Francisco 49ers versus Jacksonville. Um, San Francisco is favored by 3.5 points. I think what's his name is still going to start this game, Mac Jones. I'm not too sure what's going on with Brock Purdy. If somebody could update me on what's going on with Brock Purdy and his injury, I'm not too sure. I haven't really been following the San Francisco 49ers and what's been going on with their quarterback position. But I know Mac Jones, he's been holding down the fort so far. I think he started 3 games so far. Oh, damn. Nick Bosa's out for the season with torn right ACL. Ooh. Ooh, that's going to change everything. Purdy has turf toe. I think their whole team is banged up, not going to lie. Yeah, I'm just reading it, Steve O's. Yeah, Nick Bosa is out with the torn right ACL. Damn. Ooh. Ouch, 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 ouch. That's not good. You know what? This is going to be my other underdog pick of the week. Roo, 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 roo. I'm going to have the Jacksonville Jaguars win this game on an upset. And let me explain why I'm going to have them winning in an upset. Of course, like you said, Nick Bosa says he's going to be out of this game. And so far, the Jacksonville Jaguars so far this season under Liam Cohen has been playing decently, very well. And of course, with some of their receivers and their weapons, Jacksonville has been playing really well. And Liam Cohen so far has a team going in the right direction. But I think with this game in San Francisco, with them being so banged up so far, even though they've been playing really well, uh, I don't know if you read Chuck, but Nick Bosa is out of the season with the right ACL.
Yeah, I kind of already knew that, Cole. I kind of already knew
Yeah,
that.
and
Mm-hmm.
San Francisco they've been dealing with some injuries to their team, but like I said, I'm gonna have Jacksonville upsetting San Francisco this game, but I think this is gonna be a close game, another close game.
So,
I'm gonna have them winning by um, by a field goal. I'm gonna have them winning by a field goal, but I think this is gonna be a
okay,
close game, another low scoring game.
okay.
But yeah, I'm gonna have Jacksonville winning.
So let me rewind just a little bit because the game of the week to me is the Indianapolis Colts and the Los Angeles
Oh,
Rams.
I'm sorry. I'm
Um,
sorry. Yeah.
no,
We're
it's
gonna go.
okay. It's okay. It's okay. You moving the show on. You do what you got to do, bro. Give me the Rams in this game. I think that game goes over that 50 and a half. It's the offensive explosion that's waiting to happen. Jonathan Taylor is running lights out over there, bro. And until he gets quarterback play, you almost forget this dude is really this good, bro, as a running back, man. So give me Matthew Stafford. We call him the new Matty Ice. That's the new Matty Ice right there, Matthew Stafford. Because he out there throwing pellets and no look passes and what have you. And he's got a what I call an East West offense. He's got an East West offense, like a West Coast style where they're dragging and you got drag routes all over the place and Puka Nakua and Devontae Adams and those guys, man. They just confuse you with all of those moves. And I think Indianapolis defense is about to get caught up in that quagmire. I think Danny Dimes will be well served to try to hand the ball off a lot to Jonathan Taylor and let everything be anchored from him. Because I get the feeling if he drops back a lot, he's going to see a lot of Jerry Verse in his face, bro. I get that feeling. Okay, let me catch back up to speed here. San Francisco and Jacksonville. So you mean to tell me, Coach, that the Jacksonville Jaguars, as woeful as they have looked this year, and as weird as Trevor Lawrence has been playing, just because Nick Bosa is out with an injury and there's no Brock Purdy necessarily is guaranteed to play, you really think that team is smart enough to outsmart Kyle Shanahan and company over there? We are just so different on that, Coach.
I got a lot of upsets picked for this week, man.
Yeah, I think Mr. Duval, Liam Cohen, he's done some nice things over there as the new head coach of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Right, so I'm not going to take anything from him. I just don't think he's on a Kyle Shanahan level yet, bro. And I think Kyle Shanahan, just like he did with his last game, he's going to get it figured out, bro. He's going to get it figured out. Christian McCaffrey is healthy. That is hell for the rest of the league, bro. Anytime that dude is out there, bro. Christian McCaffrey really makes the game easy for a QB because he's an easy dump off. You can hand the ball off to him. And this dude is a game breaker. He can just break it, bro. Every single time. That makes Tampa Bay have to play up. If they got to play up, then your Ricky Pearsall is going to get free down the field. And if he comes back this week, Jawan Jennings is going to get free down the field. And that's going to be a problem trying to stop these 49ers, bro. I got the 49ers, and they're at home, too. I don't see anything that Trevor Lawrence does that beats his team. I have the 49ers winning by that 3. Well, give me the 4. Give me the 4. I'll take the 4. 21 to 17. 21-16. Let's make it 21-16.
Yeah. I think I had the same score, but I have Jacksonville winning it. So we're both different. Anyway, next game, we got the Kansas City Chiefs versus the Baltimore Ravens.
Another good one.
Another good game. This is another America's game of the week. Baltimore is favored by 2.5 points. Believe it or not, I'm going to have this being like – I'm going to have the Kansas City winning this game, but I'm not going to have it being – well, yeah, I'm going to have it just around 48.5. I'm going to have it being around 48.5. I think this is going to be like a 25 to 22 type of game. It's just the only thing is Baltimore going to rely more on the run game? Are they going to give it to Derrick Henry? Because if they don't give it to Derrick Henry, they take the ball out of his hands, Kansas City is going to win this game. Just like last week. Like, he only had 12 carries last week. And we definitely saw what happened, when, Lamar Jackson, when they kept putting the ball in Lamar Jackson's hands, he got sacked like 7 times and he had like 30 pressures. They took the ball right out of Derrick Henry's hands. And that was one of the big reasons why they lost last week against the Detroit Lions. If they do this more of the same thing again, they're going to lose to Kansas City because Kansas City, they got a pretty decent defensive lineup, well, front 7, and they gotta rely more on the run game. They can't just take the ball out of Derrick Henry's hands because we already know what Derrick Henry can do, especially with this run game. But like I said, I mean, Kansas City, I think they're too desperate, man. Like Kansas City, they gotta get right, man. Seriously, they gotta get right. Even though they won against the New York Giants, I think it all hinges on this. They can't afford to lose any more games, man. Like if they lose to Baltimore Ravens, I'm not saying it's gonna end their season, but if they lose to the Baltimore Ravens, I mean, who knows? Especially what's going on with their division. Broncos. I mean, the Los Angeles Chargers, they're playing really well. They got some decent
and the
teams.
Denver Broncos are too.
Yeah, they're a pretty decent team. Broncos, they've been playing really well, even though they lost on a last-second field goal last week. But I think the Broncos,
to the Chargers.
Yeah, to the Chargers, and Broncos, they're a really good team. So They have to win. Kansas City, this is kind of like a get-right game for them, even though Baltimore lost last week. I think this is more important for Kansas City, and they're playing at home, and it's hard to play at their stadium, at Arrowhead Stadium. This is at Arrowhead Stadium, for God's sake.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
I'm going to give the game to Kansas City. I have them winning 25-22.
I think the Chiefs. I think the Chiefs are going to win this game. I think everybody's panicking because they started 0-2. I don't think this is the first time that the Chiefs has ever started 0-2 and still made the playoff run. You talk about a team that's built to run off 14, 15 wins in a row once they get the ball rolling, bro. If it was any other team starting off 0-2, I would be gravely concerned. But it's the Kansas City Chiefs. This is Patrick Mahomes. This is Andy Reid. This is Travis Kelce. This is these guys. This is Chris Jones on the defensive end. I can't Kaloptis, or how you say the dude's name. Those dudes, yeah, those dudes are ball players, bro, and this is what they do. So getting back right is no surprise to me for them. You're talking about a team they could easily. They start off 0-2 and they can run the next 15 games and end up 15-2 with a first round bye, bro. That's the kind of team that we're talking about. We're talking about the Kansas City Chiefs. They are a dynasty and they are that for a reason. And so I expect them to win this game, bro. On the flip side of that, I think the Baltimore Ravens, Lamar Jackson, to me, is the biggest flaw in what Baltimore is doing over there right now, bro. Lamar Jackson, I feel like he gets caught up in trying to prove to everybody that he's like the Patrick Mahomes and the Josh Allens and the Joe Burrows, you know. I think he gets caught up in that stuff, bro. And he tries to go out here and proves to everybody that he can do everything on his own. He
tries to do too much. He tries to do too much.
Granted, for a long time in Baltimore, in fairness to Lamar, he was by himself doing a lot of this stuff. That's not the case anymore, Lamar. You're taking the ball out of Derrick Henry's hands after the first quarter, 28-yard touchdown run against the Detroit Lions. And you took that ball out the man's hand all the way up into the fourth quarter. From that point on, make it make sense. You're trying to impress everybody and do everything yourself. And then when you get the ball to Derrick Henry, now a fumble comes from Derrick Henry. Everybody's ready to lamb blast Derrick Henry because he fumbled the ball. Well, hate to break the news to y'all, but Derrick Henry's fumbles are not the ultimate woes as to the reason why the Baltimore Ravens have been losing these football games. The reason the Baltimore Ravens have been losing these football games is because of the poor decision making and poor play calling of one Lamar Jackson on the decision making and Todd Moykin on the play calling, bro. The offensive coordinator. You cannot make those decisions, bro. We first and goal from the 8-yard line. You have him to pitch the ball to Derrick Henry and try to get Derrick Henry to throw a pass. Make it make sense, bro. Where do you need Derrick Henry ever throwing a pass, bro?
Their play calling is
you're not the Detroit Lions. You're not going to throw trickerations and have Jared Goff pitch the ball to Amon-Ra St. Brown, then have Amon-Ra St. Brown pitch the ball to Jahmyr Gibbs. This is not what that is, bro. You're a North and South team. You're a physical team. Play physical. Run through them. Make them stop you at what you
stick to your identity. Stick to what you're good at.
Exactly. All this trickeration and this stupid stuff. Lamar Jackson got sacked 7 times. 7. Count them, people.
30 times, sacked 7 times. Was pressured 30 times.
Here's the most telling stat. He got sacked 7 times by a team who traditionally, the Detroit Lions defense, traditionally has a problem with running quarterbacks. Mm-hmm. If they figure something out and give Shepard, their defensive coordinator, some credit, if they figure something out on how to contain a running quarterback, why is Lamar still trying to run through him? You got sacked 7 times, bro. It's too much, bro. It's too much. And you're killing your team's driving ability. When you do that, start the game off basic. Give it to Derrick Henry. This dude is a runaway locomotive train, and Detroit was not going to keep stopping this guy, bro. They were not going to keep stopping this guy. I know everybody wants to harp on these fumbles at the end of the game. Well, if Lamar plays smart and doesn't put them in those positions, guess what? Maybe those fumbles don't hurt as much. I'm just saying, bro. You're talking about a team that scored 40 points in its first game and lost 41-40. They scored 41 in the second game and won 41-17. And then they just put up 30 points on the Detroit Lions and lost 38-30. You know, on top of all of, the shenanigans by Lamar Jackson, where's the Baltimore Ravens defense, bro? What happened to them? Where's Roquan Smith? Where's Wiggins at? Where is with the Humphreys? Where's the secondary, bro? Where these guys at? They're getting roasted out there, bro. And everybody's picking on it, bro. It don't matter which team. So you going in this game, bro, you running up on Patrick Mahomes and the Kansas City Chiefs are trying to get right. This is a get right game for them, bro. I got them winning this game. I'll say 38-35. There's nobody stopping Baltimore from scoring. Baltimore just can't stop anybody else from scoring.
All right, next game, we got the Chicago Bears versus Las Vegas Raiders. This is in Allegiant Stadium. Chicago's favored by 1.5 points. Who do you have winning this game, Chuck?
I mean, I think the line is fair, considering that the Bears are just starting to try to get their sea legs under them. But I think the Bears win this game. I want to say we win it by 5.5 or more. I just don't think the Ravens. I don't think the Raiders have enough. Yeah, I don't think the Raiders have enough offensively to get this done. Mainly because of the play of one Geno Smith. Bro. Matter of fact, I got the Bears defense out here against Geno Smith this week for you fantasy players. I don't think Geno Smith is having a very good season. If you go look at his numbers, I think he's got like 4 touchdown passes and 4 interceptions.
It's inflated.
I don't even feel like he's looking at the field. I think he just makes up his mind before the ball is snapped that he's going to take a deep shot. Or he's going to throw here, he's going to throw there, and he's just letting it go. But I don't even think he's looking at the defense, bro.
And for me, most of his yards is coming during garbage time or like when they're playing Cleveland.
I mean, he's dug a hole for the team. Yeah, that's where a lot of his numbers are coming from, bro. So that being said, I just really think the Bears are more consciously aware and more succinct than them right now. He doesn't have Ashton Genty going. He forgot how good Brock Bowers is. I don't know why he's not throwing to that guy. He's the best receiver you got on the team, And I think the Bears right now, we're flying around. I think our secondary, although it's been leagued with injuries, our secondary is going out there and they're making plays, bro. They're coming up with turnovers.
Kyler Gordon's going to play this game. Kyler Gordon, they just say he practiced today. He did some
good answer. Good answer.
Him and TJ Edwards.
And if Caleb Williams and this offense, if this last game was not an anomaly, and they come out hitting on all cylinders like they did this last game, it's going to be lights out for the Raiders kind of early in this game, bro. But that being said, we only got one win here. It's a small sample size. We got to see what it's going to be. So I think the number line is fair, but I think the Bears win this about 5, maybe 6 points.
I agree. I definitely agree. I got the Bears winning it. Geno Smith, he just hasn't been playing well, and I give respect to Pete Carroll. I mean, he's a great head coach, but Geno Smith, bro, like he just hasn't been playing well. And it's like he's always playing behind the 8 ball. Like the last couple games, he's been playing behind the 8 ball, and his stats are inflated. It's like every time every time, like he's always playing from behind, and that's why the numbers is the way it is. But
he's got the Lamar Jackson effect. If you look at Lamar's numbers from the game Monday night, bro, he was 21 for 27 on his passes for 288 yards, and he threw 3 TDs. Sounds like a great game until you actually watch the game. Exactly. Same thing with Geno, bro. And I can't even give him the total Lamar Jackson thing because he's turning the ball over. At least Lamar's not turning it over.
Yeah, you got four touchdowns and 4 interceptions. That's not good.
Yeah, bro, that's terrible, bro.
Next game, we got the Green Bay Packers versus the Dallas Cowboys. Green Bay is favored by 6.5 points. Who do you have winning this?
Juicy. The Dallas Cowboys want to come and hit Micah Parsons in his upper lip. They want to stick him in the jaw. They want to dot his eye, bro. They want to get a lick off of him. That being said, no CD Lamb, no chance for Dallas, bro. The way I see this game, man. I think the Green Bay Packers are licking their wounds from this last game against the Cleveland Browns. That kind of hit, gave them a sore spot. But it also gave them something that they know they need to work on offensively to figure things out, to get things better. I think Micah Parsons is going to be the guy in this game licking his chops, and the Cowboys are going to catch hell. H-E-double-L hockey sticks with double hockey sticks. H-E-double hockey sticks. Trying to stop that guy, man. He's going to be on a mission in this game, bro. And I think Dak Prescott is going to be hurried. He's going to have some turnovers. And this could get ugly soon, bro. It could get ugly real fast.
Dallas, yep.
Yeah. Especially with the way Matt Eberflus is over there calling defense right now. Everybody's bombs away on that defense right now, bro. Right. 450 yards to Russell Wilson, who just got benched.
Matter of fact, I think Jordan Love's going to throw close to 300 yards. That's my prediction. If you got Jordan Love on your fantasy, please use him, because he's going to throw close to 300 yards, a couple touchdowns against this Matt Eberflus defense.
Horrible.
But yeah, I got Green Bay winning it. I got them winning by 10 points. I think this is the Micah Parsons revenge game. And I don't even know why the Dallas Cowboys traded him to the Green Bay. This is almost like their rival in some type of way. And
it's their nemesis, that their Achilles heel in the playoffs.
That's like
they can't get past Green Bay in the playoffs.
Like if the Bears traded Brian Urlacher to the Green Bay Packers. Like what? Like really? You're trading your franchise cornerstone linebacker and Brian Urlacher to the Green Bay Packers? That's almost like that. Like,
yeah, it's ridiculous,
on, dude.
It doesn't add up.
Yeah, and like Micah Parsons, he's definitely going to show out. This defensive line, I think I have Dak Prescott getting sacked 4 times. I think
that's all.
Yeah, he's gonna get sacked. Maybe
I think he may throw a couple of picks in this game, bro.
Yeah, he can throw a couple picks in here and there.
He just threw 2 picks to us in this past Sunday's game.
Yeah.
And he's going to have to pass a lot. That being said, people, if you're looking for numbers for your fantasy teams, Dak Prescott and George Pickens and Jake Ferguson, these are good plays because there's going to have to be a lot of passing coming from the Dallas Cowboys side of the field. I got Green Bay running away with this game, bro. Probably, I'm going to give them, I don't know, 30-7, 30-14, maybe. I got them running away with 17. Yeah.
34-17. I got them winning 34-17.
Okay. I'm not mad at that, bro. I'm not mad at that. Yeah.
All right. Next game, we got the New York Jets versus the Miami Dolphins.
Are you ready for some football? A Monday night party. The Monday night games.
Miami, dude, Miami's reeling right now. Well, they're both reeling, but more so Miami. I mean, Tua Tagovailoa, and that offense is not looking too good. They're coming off of a loss against who they lose to, the Bills, and at first it was 31-21. And what's his name is on the hot seat? Mike McDaniels is on the hot seat because Tua Tagovailoa is not really that great of a quarterback.
They're paying that guy $53 million a year,
bro.
That's ridiculous.
That's ridiculous, man. And they're going up against the New York Jets, man. The New York Jets. I don't know what's going on with Justin Fields. I think he's still hurt, isn't he?
He's in the concussion protocol. He's got to be cleared by Friday, from what I'm understanding. If he's cleared by Friday, bro, then he's probably going to give it a go. Bro. If not, it's going to be Tyrod Taylor again, who actually didn't play half a bad game this past week, bro. They almost came back and beat the Bucs, bro. They actually took the lead at the end of that game.
Yeah, over a blocked field goal.
It's ridiculous, bro. It was so many. What was up with all these blocked field goals this past week, bro?
I don't know,
It
man.
was a ton of them. Philly blocked the Rams field goal attempts twice in
Yeah.
the game, bro. Close it out with a touchdown on for blocked field goal. Man, that's crazy. That's ridiculously crazy.
I'm gonna have Miami winning this game. I just don't think Tyrod Taylor and that offense is gonna do enough to beat the Miami Dolphins just right off the rip. I do think they got a
Okay.
great defense. Don't get me wrong, they do, but it's just I don't know about the whole quarterback position and Miami. I mean, they were playing competitively against the Bills, even though offensively they're playing competitively against the Bills. And the New York Jets, I mean, they got a great defense. Don't get me wrong, but it's like Tyrod Taylor, come on, y'all.
I mean, Tyrod Taylor's a smart player. He's just limited in his
Yeah, he's
skill set.
limited. That's the thing.
He's
He's limited.
limited.
He's
The only
limited.
thing I can think about, Coach, when I think about the Miami Dolphins, is I recall when Tyreek Hill first went over there, how he was praising the accuracy of Tua Tagovailoa, bro. He was praising that, like, this guy, everybody saying he can't throw, he won't be able to reach me and all this. This guy's hitting me. I'm getting open. He's hitting me. He's finding me. Blah blah blah. Now the only thing I hear him complaining about is him not being able to reach him.
Yeah.
Same thing that everybody was trying to tell Tyreek.
Is he better than Patrick Mahomes now?
Not at all. Not even close, bro. Not even the same
close.
stratosphere, bro. But that being said, I do not have the Miami Dolphins winning this game. I think Miami is a trash heap right now. They are waiting for a hot garage sale to start, bro. I think it's going to be a lot of bodies moving. Tyreek may end up back in Kansas City because that's looking like that's where that's going to go.
Yeah, they need receivers. Kansas City needs receivers.
They've been trying to grab everybody that they can off the scrap heap, and they keep falling apart like fly paper over there, bro. So I think Tyreek is going to end up back there. Don't know where Jalen Waddle's going to end up at, but I think he's on the move. I don't know whether Miami just Devon Achane may not be long for the haul over there, bro.
Hey, Bears, trade for Devon, bro. We need a running back.
I'm just saying, man. I just think a fire sale is coming. I think the New York Jets are playing a better brand of ball than Miami right now. They're not playing great, but they're playing. They're competitive, Coach. They're fighting, man. They fought that game yesterday to the bitter end, and darn near pulled it off, if not for the heroics of Baker Mayfield. Baker Mayfield had to bail Tampa Bay out in that game Sunday. So yeah, give me the Jets, especially if Justin Fields is back. If Justin Fields is back, Miami's going to catch hell trying to stop anything in that ground game, bro. When Justin Fields is back, that means Breece Hall is back. That means Braylon Allen is back. That means their whole offensive run game is going to start cooking again, bro. Going to start cooking again. And defensively, I do believe they're strong enough and built well enough to handle anything that Miami tries to do in the passing game. And Tua shows me that he can throw with some accuracy anymore. I mean, I'm just done with Miami, bro. I really am, bro. And if they don't win a game this year, it'll be one too many.
It's going to be a fire sale. That's what's going to happen.
Yeah, and Mike McDaniel, please. This guy's been on the hot seat for 3 years now. How long are we going to keep him on the hot seat?
He hasn't won a playoff game.
He's not Chris. He's not burn up. I mean, hell, how long you gonna give him? How long you gonna get this man, bro? He was the one. Y'all was the organization that bought into Tua. I know Tua was this guy, but when Tua started having all those concussions, bro,
that's why Brian Flores they fired him because Tua sucks so much.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, man. Tua is bad.
Anyway, we on to the last game of week 4. We got the Cincinnati Bengals against the Denver Broncos. Denver's favored by 7.5 points.
Denver.
I'm gonna have. I'm gonna go first. I'm gonna have Denver win this game. I mean, I don't trust Jake Browning at all. Jake Browning,
sir, baby.
He's terrible. I mean, he looked good in the previous game, but prior to that, he was decent. But man, just man, the way they handled Cincinnati like that, Minnesota,
Mm-hmm.
and Denver, they got a pretty good defense too. And so, I mean, uh, probably
Denver
I
was
don't think
touted
it's on
going
the
into
same
this
level as
year.
Minnesota, not a little bit better, but dang,
Denver
like
was Denver was touted going into this year as having the top defense coming into the season, bro.
coming into the league. And so,
Yeah,
yeah, Jake Browning, yeah, I see this being a blowout. This is going to be another blowout game.
yeah.
Um, I can see it being like a 34 to 14 type of game. You know, I mean, I wouldn't be surprised about that. It could be, Jake Browning throwing a couple pick sixes this game. And yeah, it could get ugly. It could get ugly real quick, fast, and hurry. So I got Denver winning this game.
Bo Nix needs a get healthy game. I think he just found his get healthy game, bro. I got Bo Nix throwing 5 touchdowns in this game. Count
Oh,
them.
wow,
1, 2,
really?
3, 4, 5. Yes, sir.
5
Yes,
touchdowns. Okay.
for those of you all don't know what I'm talking about when I call Jake Browning serve, you need to go to your produce aisle, your breakfast aisle in the produce department in your local grocery store and find out what Brown and Serve is. Brown and Serve is the breakfast sausage that people eat. He is serving up breakfast sandwiches out here, just like he did to Minnesota. I don't see anything changing with Denver, bro. I think Denver's going to win this game probably like 48-10 or something like that. I think it's going to be really ugly, just as bad as that Minnesota game. I think Bo Nix is going to go ballistic out here. I think he's going to go wild. They don't really have a defense to speak of. You got Trey Hendrickson back in the fold. That's great. You got that rookie,
Only for 1 year, though.
Shamar Turner, I think is his name. Shamar Stewart, Shamar Turner, whatever his name. Too many Shamars out here. But
you got the Turner guy, yeah.
Yeah. You got that guy. Yeah, you got Stewart, and outside of them, you got nothing to speak of. I think Cortland Sutton has a big game. I think J.K. Dobbins scores a couple of touchdowns in here. I just think Denver runs wild in this game, bro. I really do, bro. They'll run up that score, bro. So I got it over to 44 and a half. I got them scoring more than 44.
All right, man. That is all our week 4 pick'ems, man. Give us your thoughts, what you guys think of our week 4 pick'ems, and who do you have winning so far this week. But yeah, guys, that's our video so far today, man.
Philip said Cincinnati could not stop us 3. That's true, bro. That's true.
Yeah, they couldn't stop us. No, they couldn't. Their defense is terrible. It's worse. They're worse than ours, to be honest, bro. They're way worse.
And Coleman said, it's panic time if my Broncos lose. Coleman, you have nothing to worry about, brother. You have nothing to worry about. I guarantee you, not in this game.
They better not lose. If they lose, then yeah, it's panic. It's panic in Denver.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, guys, I'd like to thank you guys for coming for our week 4 pick'ems. Stay tuned for more video updates and shorts. I got more upcoming live streams coming up. I might I don't know if I'm going to do a live stream this Monday, but I'm not only going to be doing just Chicago Bears live stream. I'm going to be doing other NFL game live streams like I did this past Monday, just to expand my horizon. And Chuck, you're more than interested in doing more live streams if you want to do, or if you're down to do other NFL games.
Not a problem, bro.
Play by play, but yeah, I'm not only going to do Chicago Bears live streams as well. I'm going to be doing other NFL game live streams. But guys, I'd like to thank you guys for coming, and stay tuned for more video updates. So, Chicago up, bear down.
Bear down.
All right, guys. Peace. I'll see y'all later.